Hey, what's up? It's Rob the Leprechaun with another edition of Cool Buzz Podcast. I'm hanging out here with Brendan Clark. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Thank you for coming down. It was great. We talked recently, and you told me you have a brand new album coming out.
Yes,
and I'm super excited about it. I think it's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
I was able to listen to every track because you hooked me up with a CD. Thank you very much.
Yep.
And it looked like you put a shitload of work into it. So before we get into the CD, though, I wanted to know basically where you coming from? Like how you been in the scene for a while? Give people a little background of where you're coming from and who you are.
Okay, well, I just been playing music most of my life: guitar, piano, drums, bass, whatever I can get my hands on, and that just made me want to jump into a life of music.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't trying to do it as a hobby. I was crazy enough to think I wanted to make a life out of it, and now I'm stuck because I have no other skills.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just kind of got into the scene for a little bit, playing with some bands here and there, and then kind of, tried to refocus and say, why don't I make an album? And why don't I make an album and try to see where I can go with this thing? So that's where I'm at right now.
So how did you end up meeting Gina, which is the singer of your band? Gina Andia, right? Is her name? Cool.
Yeah, my girlfriend there.
Oh, cool. Yes. Very beautiful.
Yes, very lovely, very smart.
I know her from the band Triple X when she was doing a cover tribute. It's not a tribute, but it was a cover band.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty damn huge in the local area. And Triple X has got a big history. Came out in like the late 80s or whatever. But then Gina joined. I forgot what year, but it was huge in the area. So she ended up deciding, I want to kind of stop doing covers and would like to do an original album.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She just said she wanted to make some originals, and she came across some of my videos playing guitar and messaged me, and then we got together, and then we just formed a band called Crazy Alice's Traveling Show, and,
which I've seen,
which you've seen, and other people have seen, I guess. And then I kind of wanted to refocus and kind of go, okay, what is it that we're trying to do? We trying to be half covers, half originals? What is it? I'm only in it to really write. That's what I like to do. I like to make original music, and Gina agreed, and we kind of went from there, and I said, let's stop back, regroup, figure this thing out, and make this album happen.
All right, so you were a band. You used to be called Crazy Alice's Traveling Road Show or something like that?
Traveling Show. Yeah.
Traveling Show, okay. Yep. But you decided to kind of do a more of a studio aspect, a studio band, where it's just you and Gina, right? At the moment?
Yeah. That's what I kind of saw it as more of a duo. I said, because every time we had a band, it was always 4 different people on a different page.
Yeah.
And, which is cool, But I always, honestly, I always saw myself in my music making it more as a solo artist.
Yeah.
I always liked Peter Frampton, and I always liked that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I was like, it's cool to be a part of an ensemble. That's a really great thing.
Yep.
Like I love.
It's like a family. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Joe Walsh with the Eagles, but I love Joe Walsh by himself.
Yeah. But there's also problems with family too.
Oh yeah, there's problems by yourself too.
Yes, that's true too.
Like the easy thing sometimes is to rely on others and have them help, and then, but it also is a breath of fresh air to kind of be the master of your own ship, so to speak. So I kind of just saw it as that, and I have no problem. And honestly, we were coming up with all the instrument parts ourselves and teaching them to the band members and keeping them all on the same page. And people's families come up, jobs come up, so you know. Go ahead. So
since basically it's you and Gina in the band, really
duo, yeah.
How often do you practice? Do you practice it at your home then? I guess.
Yeah.
Or do you do it?
Me and Gina are always together. We never stop playing pianos.
I was asking you about how often you practice.
Yes.
But you live with Gina, so you actually practice all the time, or whenever you get together.
Yep. Like I was saying, I just jump up at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, go crazy, and play that piano, and drive everybody insane.
That's cool. Do you even have a drum set at your house, or do you do it all like digital there?
I have it at my rehearsal space.
Okay.
I have my drum kit at my rehearsal space.
Nice.
Yeah, that's where I have all my gear. But at the house, it's just
actually, how often do you actually go to the rehearsal space and do that? Is it?
Well, we're doing it frequently throughout this kind of process, like me and a few other people go there and jam. But until we actually have a set show, we just kind of do it based on the show. Sometimes I'll go there just to be loud. But
oh, cool. All right, so that's cool. Also, all right, so I was going to ask you who's in the band, but we know. Yep. Do you have anybody that might be filling in with you soon?
Yes.
Or
yeah, we have our friend Kendall, Pariah. He's in a band called Necrocomic Christ. He's an amazing, phenomenal musician, like a great person. And from the moment I met him, I was like, this guy is like just kindred spirits. Like, this guy is an amazing musician. He's all professional, smart as hell. One of the most talented musicians I've ever seen.
That's cool.
And he was nice enough to say, I want to be part of this show when it comes out. He plays drums on the album.
So he plays drums on that brand new album. Actually, it's Alice Loves Alien. There you go. Badass, 12 freaking songs. It's funny, too, because when you look at the cover, you're like, this looks like it's going to be kind of like a folky kind of thing. But, dude, it's metal meets southern rock. It's badass. I've heard every damn song. And actually, at the end of this podcast, we're going to play at least one song so you can get a little taste of what they sound like. So with this album, who is actually on the album?
Yeah.
Who played on it? Who helped engineer it and all that good stuff? I know there's lots to hear about this.
Yeah, I'll try to speak as quick as possible. So me and Gina wrote 12 tracks. I wrote 8, and then she wrote 4. We brought them together. We tried to take our best cohesive tracks. And I was like, okay, how are we going to do this? I had the mindset of, do I make a demo? Do I do it myself? Because there is a way to get some professional recording done yourself and then bring it to somebody and really edit it.
Yes.
So I knew that, and I just kind of wanted to know how to go about doing it. I knew I wanted to produce it. I knew I wanted to be in charge of all that.
Yep.
Because
you know best.
I knew best because I could bring it to somebody and say, help me, but I kind of knew what I wanted. And it's okay to bring your stuff to somebody and have them have another ear, but I just kind of knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So we set it up for, we visited this place, Northfire, recording studio in Amherst, and he introduced us to Kendall, the engineer up there, and then he recorded the drums real well, and then I wanted to finish it with our friend, Paul Lusky, at his Rock Barn studio in East Hartland, Connecticut.
Okay. Now, which one's an American Zeppelin or whatever?
Yes, that's Paul Lusky.
Okay,
he plays with American Zeppelin and Diamondback. Oh, awesome dude, great guy. He did a great job with us, and he basically just sat at the board. I would tell him crazy stuff, and he went along with it. He didn't get in my way. He just was whatever you want, B, you got it. And he let me just kind of direct everything, and we went through that way. So I played guitar, I played acoustic guitar, bass, the keyboards. I arranged all the drums and had Kendall play them.
Nice. And what was that little instrument that goes?
That was a vibra-slap. I did all the...
He did a lot of vibra-slapping on that.
I did
there was a couple of times.
Maracas, all that crap.
I do a lot of vibra-slapping too, but it's at home.
I recorded it.
Oh, yes. You were there, I remember. Sometimes he lets me sleep in between him and Gina, you know. I'm their baby. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. And of course, there's a whole lot of vocals, which me and Gina are the only singers on there, even though there's up to 16-part harmonies in some spots.
And it's great because you actually played me on your phone some of the backing vocals. I'm sorry. And oh my God, it was amazing. It sounds like angels singing, and it's like, holy shit, how'd you guys do it? And it basically, you just re-recorded yourself a zillion times instead of just taking the same tape over and over. You actually recorded it that many times.
Yeah, I had this mindset of one of the processes I wanted to capture was I didn't want it to make it sound like a 2019 album. I wanted it to sound like take Brendan and Gina from 2019 and drop them in 1974. And so instead of us doing a whole lot of copy and pasting or pitch correcting or anything like that, I was like, no, you don't have that. We have to re-record all those vocals 100 times.
Yeah. That's cool. And how long did it actually take you to make this album out right now?
Oh, it took about a year.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Yep. That's a lot. Well, damn, that's a lot of work.
We were fighting with everybody's schedule because obviously Paul has to work. We all have to work. So it was kind of like there'd be a time where we could only get up there once or twice a month.
And so you have 12 tracks on the album.
Yep.
I've heard them all. Some of the ones that stand out to me is Pale Horse, which is the first track, which is badass. It must be about. Is that about the apocalypse? Or
it is. It is about that. Wyatt Earp. Anything else?
That track is just pure metal badass. And also you had Karma is a Bitch is another one that I really liked. I thought it had the biggest hook in the thing, and I think actually women hearing that song, they're going to be like empowered by it. Yep. Be like, holy shit, Karma's a bitch and so am I, God damn it. You make me feel like a natural woman. You know, that type of thing. Let's see. Oh, then the song that we're going to try to play at the end of the podcast is Dare to Dream.
Yeah.
And it's cool because, like I said this earlier, is your band's got metal, but it's got a southern rock style to it too. And some songs are slower, which is nice. You got to have a little mix, and I don't know. I'm loving that almost southern rock bluesy vibe. And there's even a few tracks where you're singing and you get that baritone like.
I sing on every track.
Oh, do you really? Yeah. Wow, holy crap! So because sometimes it gets blended in.
It does. Yeah, that was a big thing we had to just figure out when it came to mixing. It's like some things add to the track without standing out, and you just have to live with it.
Yeah.
And so when I was showing you those vocals, when we strip everything away, you're like, wow, a lot of stuff is in there like that. But.
Did you, when you went to record with your guitar, did you have different guitars, different tones you wanted to go with, or like probably 100 different versions? Or
I had 2 different Marshall heads and one guitar on the whole album.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It blows my mind.
Just the same. I was like, me and Paul looked at each other. We're like, that tone's killer. Why fucking change it?
And actually, I got another question for you.
Can I swear?
You can swear.
Okay.
It's the internet. Okay. So, real quick, Chris over here, my buddy Chris O. Shesky, he wanted to know what your musical influences are.
Oh man, there's so many. It doesn't even. I can't even begin. Edward Van Halen. Joe Satriani. Leslie West, obviously Peter Frampton, Rush, Queen. Where do I begin? I don't even know where to begin. Sean Lane, Eric Johnson. You know what I mean? Everybody that you would expect a guitar player to love, and then some outside the box stuff that you.
I like Johnson, but it's a different kind. No,
yeah.
And actually, if you guys get any money from this recording, do you have to give any royalties to your beard?
We'll try to fight that.
All right. So the last thing I want to get into is so now you have this awesome freaking album right here, which you need to get at some point. And the best way to probably get it is if you go to your. Oops, my mic's falling. If you go to your show coming up.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, you're going to show it. Thank you, Chris.
Yep. We have a show coming up. I don't know if this is going to be this podcast.
We're going to try to bust it out so it's ready for it. We're not going to really do any editing. We're just going to get it out there.
Why not? Our show is December 12th at 7 p.m. At Club 1.
Club 1 in Agawam.
In Agawam, yep. And we open the doors at 7 p.m. And we start playing at 7:30. Just we're the only band. Get there.
Wow, only band.
We're going to kick down the doors. And
how long are you going to play for?
We're going to play for as long as we need to.
Oh, good.
Probably an hour and a half.
Okay, nice. Wow.
Yep.
That's cool.
And if they want us to keep playing, we'll keep playing.
And so I heard a rumor that you're going to be recording this like professionally.
Video? Yeah, we're going to have professional recorded video so that when we put up some stuff, it'll look as pro as possible.
That's kick-ass. Yeah. Actually, there's some new news on that show, too. There's this guy that's going to be emceeing it. It's called Yours Truly.
Oh, yeah.
Rob the Leprechaun.
Hell yeah.
That's right. I got the night off from my other shitty job that I have to work. So, yes, I will be there in all my glory. With my legs that I don't have. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see the show. And the guy that's actually the drummer on the album is going to be playing at that show, right? Yes. Because he's got his own band. He doesn't really, he's not in your band, but he's helping out for this, which is cool.
Yep, you got
Who's going to be playing bass?
That's going to be, I'm glad you brought that up. That's John O'Boyle.
Oh,
he plays bass with 100 different people, but most known for American Zeppelin and Livio's Free Spirit Society.
Cool, awesome. All right, so this is Brendan Clark. Thank you so much for coming down here, and had a blast. It was awesome listening to your tunes. It's super pro.
I want to say one more thing.
Yeah, sure.
You can also get a digital download from anywhere, from iTunes, anything like that. You can buy it on our website. You can go to Amazon. You can buy it anywhere. You can, not just CD, but you can get digital streaming, anything like that.
Awesome. Alice loves Alien.
December 12th.
Cool. December 12th is the show. Yep. And thank you for coming down to Red Rock Studios. I am Rob the Leprechaun. That is Brendan Clark. Thank you, Chris Oshesky, for doing the camera, and also Mike Kloon in the back engineering this thing. And we'll see you next time. Cool Buzz Podcast. Get the buzz. That's everything that's cool, baby. All right, I'm out like brown trout at Bonnie's Island.